The key to making $10,000 per month might be hanging by your front door. Yes, your own car key. And the best part is, what you're about to learn in this video requires no experience or college degree to start. If you have a car, a smartphone, and a valid driver's license, I'm going to give you the step-by-step guide on the only way to make $10,000 per month using your own vehicle, delivering medical supplies, and other packages as well. This is something that you might not even know existed. Yet there are people who are driving past you every single day who are making thousands of dollars per month with these opportunities. If you want to completely change your current situation, make sure you watch the entire video, because this is your chance to start working for yourself and achieve that freedom that you've been looking for. So a medical courier transports medical documents, medical supplies, equipment, and specimens between medical facilities, labs, and hospitals. Couriers are typically independent contractors, which means you're not working for one particular company, you're working for yourself. So you can work as much or as little as you want to, like DoorDash or Uber. Some of these apps will give you the opportunity to deliver things other than just medical supplies, which is only going to increase the amount of money that you can make. Even though you don't need any experience or degree to get started, a lot of these apps and websites that I'll show you do have their own requirements, which we'll go through in just a minute. So let's just start with the basics. You'll need a valid driver's license, car insurance, car registration, a clean driving record, and the ability to pass background checks. Some of these apps or websites I'll show you do require drug tests, but I found plenty of them that didn't even mention it. So you might be wondering if your vehicle qualifies. Some require that your vehicle is no more than 10 years old, but I have found several sites that allow your vehicle to be as old as a 2001. A quick tip about your vehicle: bigger that your vehicle is, the more money that you're gonna make, period. Sometimes you're gonna get a delivery notification on your app, and you're gonna look at the pay, and you're gonna be like, damn. But if you can't fit that cargo in your vehicle, so just keep that in mind. Some of these apps and websites have different age requirements to get started, but it's either gonna be 18 years old or 21 years old to start. When it comes to delivering medical supplies, you will need a few certifications like bloodborne pathogens and HIPAA. Now, from what I've seen, these sites will provide the necessary training or certifications, which can all be done online, so that they can get you on the road as quickly as possible. At times, you'll be delivering things like blood or urine or other bodily fluids, and they just want to make sure that you know how to safely handle it and that you know the importance of keeping non-public information protected. So let's go ahead and talk about the first website, which is GoShare. So GoShare is one of my favorites on this list, which is why it's number one. I think they're one of the highest paying. Here you can see the average hourly rate for the type of vehicle that you have. And I feel like I should mention, the vehicles that you see right here are not provided for you. You do have to have your own vehicle. So most people are going to start out with a courier vehicle here, which they consider to be cars, SUVs, and minivans. But they still pay an average of $45 per hour, which is extremely high. If you have a pickup truck, you're looking at closer to $70 per hour on average. You could eventually upgrade to a cargo van or a box truck, and as you see, the pay surpasses $100 per hour on average. So that is absolutely worth the investment. If you find that you're enjoying this type of work, you might want to consider leveling up. So they give you a pretty good visual on how the process works. So just like Uber, you get an alert on your app and you accept a delivery that looks good to you. Then you'll make the delivery, and then you're paid within 4 business days. So that's pretty nice that you are paid weekly. The requirements here: you have to be 18 years or older. Your vehicle age can be no older than a 2001 model. You have to have a clean background, driving history, and you need a smartphone. You must speak English. You have to have a valid driver's license, vehicle registration, and car insurance. GoShare has some pretty nice benefits. So they have assistance for health insurance. They give you new vehicle discounts with the GM. And the coolest thing I saw was they have an interest-free cash advance program that you can use to get help with a down payment on a vehicle if you want to upgrade to a cargo van or a box truck, or even if you just want to use it to get a new car. And the cool thing is you only have to repay your loan when you actually make money with GoShare, where they take a small percentage of each delivery earning and apply it to your loan. So to see if GoShare is in your city, you're just going to head to the bottom of the website, click on locations. So I'm in Tampa, Florida, so I can see that they are in my city. So here are some of the companies in my area that use GoShare that you could be making deliveries for. So again, it's not just medical supplies here. We have all kinds of different companies. They need things transported from building to building or location to location, and they have to outsource those things to people like you and me. A lot of these companies too, they're happy to provide couriers with extended contracts if you're doing a good job delivering for them, and they do have routes that may be more long-term. And I have heard of people getting $10,000 per month contracts from these companies through these sites doing this type of work. So something like that is going to require you to have a larger vehicle, of course. So that's when you can start to consider upgrade. Next on the list, we've got a site called Drop Off. So the first thing that you can do is, when you go to the top, it says locations, and you can see if they're operating in your area. If they're not operating in your area, don't worry, I've got a few more sites that may be in your city. So I'll click on Tampa here once again. And here's a list of some of the companies that are using Drop Off to outsource deliveries for them. Then you can scroll to the bottom and click Drive for Us. And all you want to focus on is this driver contract position and locate your city. So just scroll down, find your city. So they don't openly disclose the pay on these jobs without being signed in, but they do make it very clear that you're paid at the drop off. So you are paid daily with this app. Again, flexible work hours, you can work when you want, and you can accept deliveries that make sense to you. The main requirements here, you have to be 21 or older, a vehicle that is less than 10 years old, and you have to have the driver's license and clean driving record. So Drop Off is another one of those sites where you can deliver medical supplies and other packages as well. So it's very diverse. So I just found this site called Lug, and on the homepage, they make sure you immediately know you could make $2,500 per week delivering for them. And what I love about this is they also pay you daily. So this site does require you to have a truck or a cargo van. They do not allow mid-sized vehicles or regular cars. So that is kind of a downside, but here they'll show you what you'll be moving with them. And off to the right, you can go ahead and just submit your application. You just have to be 18 years old and your car can't be older than a 2001. So that's another great site. Another one of my favorites is CB Driver. This is probably one that has more options when it comes to the number of cities that they operate in. So all you have to do is just scroll down, click on your city, and then you can see a list of all the available opportunities. And the majority of these are very upfront about the pay before you apply. So these are all independent contractor positions, as you can see. And there are all kinds of positions in here for all kinds of vehicles. The pay schedules are going to vary from gig to gig, so it's a little bit more unpredictable than a few of the other sites that we've taken a look at. But there are some high-paying gems in here, and there are some pretty good long-term opportunities in these listings as well. So once you find a listing that suits you, just click on their link and you can apply right there. And last on the list is called Freight. Freight is another general delivery app that you can add to your list. And to apply, you have to have the mobile app. You can't do it on the computer. So for the application, you're just gonna need these items over here, and they do have a $35 application fee. So this is the only site that has an application fee, which I thought was really weird, but it's still good to consider. So Freight is last on the list too, because they're a little bit newer and they have fewer delivery options in cities. So let me show you what I mean. So as I was applying for Tampa, I noticed that they're not actually taking any new applications for mid-sized vehicles or even cargo vans. They're only accepting applications if you have a box truck that you can see right here. So that is not going to be the case in every single city. Obviously, it is location dependent. But I did find that to be pretty unfortunate that I had to have a box truck to apply. But it looks like, again, they're a little bit newer. So once they expand, more people will discover them and they'll open up more opportunities to drivers like you and me that just have regular cars. So I understand that most of you guys that are watching this might not be chasing the top end of $10,000 per month making deliveries with your car. Maybe you don't want to work that many hours, or you just don't have a large enough vehicle. Most people just want a little bit more control of their lives and flexibility, but also still want to be able to make enough money to live comfortably. And being a courier driver can provide that to you. But it's also nice to know that if you're striving for a financial goal, then you have the opportunity to increase your income by just simply taking more deliveries. And by signing up for all of these companies that I showed you here, as long as they're operating in your city, then you are giving yourself the best chance to learn the business and stay busy by delivering across all of the platforms. And who knows, maybe you'll land yourself a contract that's a little bit more long-term, creates more stability, and you create good long-term business relationships with these companies. All of the links to the websites that were mentioned in this video are linked below, so make sure you check that out to get started and see what's available in your city. If you guys found any of this information useful at all, please hit the like button as it does support the channel, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos on how to make money outside of a traditional 9-to-5 job. I also make videos on how to make money online. So maybe if you're thinking about making money online, check out this video here, and I'll see you over there.